The stakes are higher than they have ever been.
Best performance of the night. You have a good chance of winning this whole thing.
Summer's #1 news show has JB Smooth feeling blue.
The password is Smurf.
Gargamel. I don't know if I've heard that word before. I was in a Smurf movie 3 years ago. I played a Smurf.
New password Tuesday on NBC.
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Mark Wahlberg. NBC Tonight.
On our broadcast tonight, a major investment in Rhinelander parks. We'll hear from the mayor on what it means for the city.
Plus, much of the Northwoods is back in the high community level of COVID. We'll hear a recommendation from a local health department.
And a research station in Vilas County is looking under the surface of a local lake for plants. We'll tell you why as your local news starts right now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. News Watch 12 at 10 starts now.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. Rhinelander is full of scenic parks, but there hadn't been a lot of reinvestment into those parks lately.
Well, that changed this year thanks in part to a local nonprofit. The Rhinelander Community Foundation presented a $255,000 check to the city this evening. The money was used to construct the amphitheater in Hodag Park. The Rhinelander Community Foundation donates money to local causes they deem worthwhile. According to board member Jacqueline Tetzlaff, the amphitheater will benefit everyone in Rhinelander.
From music and concerts and things like that to get-togethers, poetry readings, even weddings, or just general parties. People can use it and everyone in the community can benefit from it.
The entire project cost $400,000. The city paid for most of the amount remaining after the RCF donation. Mayor Chris Hannes said he's thankful for the organization's generosity and is excited for the rest of the improvements at Hodag Park.
Well, part of it was it's the founding block for redeveloping Hodag Park. So this had a lot of infrastructure that makes it ADA friendly for the people of all ages and health conditions could attend. This also is a beautiful location. Hodag Park is also the crown jewel of our rec program.
Future plans of Hodag Park include adding a splash pad and pavilion. It was a beautiful day throughout the Northwoods.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins now. Jeff, a nice August day.
Yeah, temperatures back up near 80 today. Things are quiet out there right now. Hardly a cloud in the sky, but that's going to change tomorrow with increasing clouds tomorrow night and maybe a couple of thunder showers around tomorrow. Right now, though, the highest today, 80 here in Rhinelander, also in Tomahawk, 78 in Antigo, so close. Merrill, 79, so a very comfortable day. The average high is 77. Most of us did that today, and even a couple degrees better than that this afternoon. Okay, but right now it's a bit cooler. 61 in Rhinelander, 54 in Mantuish Waters, 60 in Antigo. So overall, very comfortable. We'll have lows back in the 50s tonight and tomorrow. High temperatures back in the low, even a couple mid-80s. Out there now, lots of clear skies, but uh-oh, what's this? I know your eye goes right there, and that is nothing. It's going to fall apart before it reaches our area. There's lots of dry air locked over here. This will stay there for now, but tomorrow we'll get a couple pop-up thunder showers throughout the afternoon. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies to mostly clear skies and comfortable with low temperatures down near 55. Your full forecast coming up. Dan and Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. The Wisconsin State Patrol is investigating after 3 people were killed in Adams County. The 2-vehicle crash happened just after 3:30 today. A Jeep Cherokee with 2 people was traveling northbound on County Highway Z and stopped at a stop sign at West 21. Authorities say the driver of the Jeep started pulling forward on State Highway 21 and was hit by this semi who was traveling eastbound and swerved to avoid the Jeep. The semi went into a ditch westbound and rolled into the right side. Authorities say a 74-year-old man and 68-year-old woman from Lyndhurst, Illinois were killed in the crash. The 37-year-old semi-truck driver from Davie, Florida was also killed. The names are being withheld pending family notification.
A body was found shortly before noon today in a wooded area in Rib Mountain. It was found south of the intersection of Cloverland Lane and Woodchuck Lane. The scene remains under active investigation by the Marathon County Sheriff's Office. The identity of the person has not yet been determined. Authorities believe there is no threat to the community. If you have any information regarding this, contact the Marathon County Sheriff's Office with the number on your screen.
Oneida County is seeing a surge in COVID-19 cases. Over the past 7 days, the county has seen 1,494 new cases and 187 new probable cases. These 3 new deaths were reported over the past week. Right now, Oneida, Vilas, Forest, Price, and Price County are seeing the high risk for community transmission. Health departments recommend masking in public indoor spaces at this level of spread. 61.5% of Oneida County residents have completed the coronavirus vaccine series.
A daycare is changing its admission policy amid staffing shortages. Tonight, the Leona Learning Center in Leona announced it will only be accepting kids of Leona School District employees. The new policy will go into effect at the start of the school year on September 6th. The district plans on accepting more children once the staffing shortage is resolved.
The Marathon County Sheriff's Office is warning the public about a phone scam from law enforcement impersonators. Scammers are calling people pretending to be from the sheriff's office. Authorities say the scammers ask for personal information and then ask them to call the number on the bottom of our screen. The sheriff's office says that is not a number used by the office, so do not call them back. Scammers can also spoof phone numbers. Authorities say if you get a suspicious call, ask for the person's name, department, and phone number and tell them you will call them back.
Florence County is on the cutting edge of emergency response. It became the first county in the state to use Next Generation 911 services. The system allows operators to see locations on callers and the ability to receive texts. Florence County Sheriff Dan Miller says this new system will provide faster response times and save more lives.
Everybody has a cell phone in their hand now, so even if the call doesn't go through because there's not enough signal in the Northwoods, we all know that, you can still text. That text will go through. We can communicate with texting. So seconds matter when you're in the public safety sector.
Sheriff Miller hopes that the successful implementation of the Next Generation 911 system will influence other counties in Wisconsin to try it out. The funding and implementation of Next Gen 911 was made possible through a budget motion made by then Representative Mary Felskowski.
When you look at a lake, you'll see some water, some lily pads, and maybe some birds. But a research team in northern Wisconsin is interested in what's under the surface. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
Carol Warden slipped into her wetsuit, hopped on the boat, adjusted her goggles, and dove in.
We're looking at aquatic plants today.
Not just looking, though. Warden is studying.
We'll lay down the tape.
While the work is with small plants, the data set is large.
Every meter, and in here, identify every single aquatic plant.
The research spans decades, all focused on the vegetation of Trout Lake in Vilas County.
Well, one thing that's been interesting lately is the rusty crayfish, which is initially an invasive crayfish in Trout Lake, but has been here for decades, got a disease in the last couple years, so they've been dying off.
Since the rusty crayfish population is decreasing, the aquatic plant population is increasing. A good thing in Warden's mind.
Provides oxygen to the lake, aesthetic beauty, habitat, erosion control on the shorelines, all important things for plants.
This project is one of many at the Trout Lake Research Station, and the information collected speaks for more than just that lake.
I mean, these lakes have been here for 10,000 years or so, 15,000 years, and we're only here for a blip of that time. So doing some of the research maybe gives us a window into what's been happening here all along.
The Trout Lake Research Station has studied, collected, and gathered since the 1980s, which is a rare long-term project according to Warden.
I think it's a really important thing that we as scientists get out, check it out, see what's happening, and share that with the public so we can all be informed on the health of our lakes.
After retiring her goggles and wetsuit, Warden still sees the same value in lakes as she does when she's working.
Up here in the Northern Highlands, we have particularly wonderful water. It's clean, it's beautiful to swim in, it's beautiful to dive in, it's beautiful to recreate in, and I think it's very, very worthy of our protection and our knowledge.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Boulder Junction, I'm Morgan Johnson.
A foundation is giving back to first responders across the state.
And a nonprofit is making sure children are fed this fall. How you can help with their efforts. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Here's Mandela Barnes avoiding questions about his unpaid taxes.
He stormed out of an interview after being asked about his unpaid property taxes.
Barnes also paid no income tax, yet Barnes supports Biden's tax increase on working families and an army of new IRS agents to audit middle-class families. Mandela Barnes, higher taxes for you, unpaid taxes for him. Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
They want to talk about property taxes.
Check it out.
You'd be crazy to do this drunk.
But even crazier to do that drunk.
Drive sober on your wheels.
And we mean all your wheels.
Birchfield Nurseries of Rhinelander has been servicing northern Wisconsin since 1950. Birchfield Nurseries grows all of their own plants, and you will always find healthy, hardy, and well-maintained plants. Let their experienced staff answer any of your landscaping questions. They also handle shredded bark mulch, compost, and topsoil. For all your lawn care needs, they carry sod, premium gas seed, and lawn fertilizer. Consider one of the professional landscape crews to do the work for you. If you want experience with quality, call Birchfield Nurseries.
I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs. Tony Evers, Joe Biden, they're two peas in a pod. Both career politicians in way over their head, failing the country and the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm running. We need to have strong, proven executive leadership in Madison that can get things done and make this state as great as it can be.
This thing's about 94 million miles away and a couple million of degrees there, but not here. Temperatures back up near 80 today, above average. The average high being 77. Most of us did that, but then some clouds through the afternoon. Overall, though, a very nice day today with temperatures back up near 80. Tomorrow, a bit warmer, followed by some changes tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday. But look what we did today. Tomahawk 80, Ladysmith 80, 82 in Hayward, 82 for Point. A very comfortable day and not very humid at all either. So a very nice day comfortable-wise, right? Out there now, pretty much upper 50s to low 60s across our region. We'll have low temperatures tonight in the low to mid 50s for most of you by early parts of tomorrow morning. The average high now is 77. That's fallen back again too, right? 52 is the average low. Look at that record low, 35. That's chilly back in 1920. And the sun set earlier at 7:54. Precipitation-wise, we're still above average for the year. That's rain and melted down snow. But as you know, it's been dry across parts of Forest County, Price County, and Oneida County. We will get some more rain showers back in the forecast tomorrow night and pretty much throughout the day on Wednesday. All right, going forward, though, 83 tomorrow, 78 for Wednesday, 74 Thursday, some rain cooled air in there as well. But then we're right back up again, the average high being 77. Once we get past Thursday and Friday, we should get up there again. And some signs now pointing toward most of next week will be above average in temperatures. That could put us near 80 through much of next week. Out there now, very quiet here in Rhinelander. Is anybody awake? I don't see anybody awake right now. Although it's been a very nice day, a quiet night tonight, there are some things to the north of us now, and here it is. I know your eye goes right there, but that is falling apart very quickly. It had energy earlier across the International Falls area, but it's falling into some very dry air across Wisconsin, so it's going to go poof and evaporate. But it has friends off to the west of it tomorrow. We'll get a little system over here tomorrow. Could give us a stray thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon, but then this guy right there, that's a front. It means business. It lifts the air, gives us precipitation. That'll likely get in here Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, and then again into early parts of Thursday with a good chance for a few showers and storms then. For tomorrow, though, not so much. There's a rogue chance for a storm tomorrow. Most of you will stay dry. Look for high temperatures, low 80s to the north. Further south, same story, pretty much low to mid 80s across the entire region tomorrow with lots of sunshine through the afternoon. Our forecast tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. drives to mostly clear skies. Those clear skies, radiational cooling, temperatures, dew points, all comes together to give us some dense fog late tonight with low temperatures down near 55. For tomorrow, it's Tuesday, partly cloudy skies. There's that slight chance, like a really slight chance for a storm. Look for high temperatures near 83. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows that slight chance for rain tomorrow. Wednesday, we get wet through the afternoon and early parts of the evening. Thursday morning, some showers around. Then we're dry Thursday night and off to the races. Friday and Saturday, we're dry with temperatures hanging out near 80. Dana and Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. Donald Trump's legal team wants a third-party attorney to oversee and review the evidence seized from his Mar-a-Lago Beach Club in Florida.
The so-called special master would also determine if any of the documents should ultimately be returned to the former president. Trump's team is asking a federal judge to pause the criminal investigation until review is done. The filing also argues Trump's constitutional rights were violated. This is the first legal move by Trump's team since FBI agents carried out the August 8th search. It comes after Trump's lawyers missed several opportunities to challenge the search before it was executed. Some of the federal documents recovered were labeled Top Secret SCI, one of the highest levels of classification.
The Wisconsin Public Service Foundation is investing in emergency responders across the state. The foundation is awarding $50,000 to help 27 public safety agencies across northeast and north central Wisconsin purchase life-saving equipment. The funding is part of the WPS Foundation's Rewarding Responders Grant Program. Past grants have helped 255 police, fire, and EMS departments improve public safety across northeast and north central Wisconsin. This year's recipients include Leona, Crandon, Sugar Camp, and Little Rice Fire Departments.
A kid can't reach his full potential on an empty stomach. That's the philosophy of a local group hoping to pack 200,000 meals this fall. Food for Kids Northwoods is part of a larger organization dedicated to feeding hungry kids around the world. There will be a mobile packing event on Saturday, October 22nd at Lakeland Union High School. Organizer Laura Birch said some of the meals will stay local to help families in need.
And we want to be there for the kids in the community because I think that it's a shame that they would come home on a Friday night and not have any food until Monday morning when they return to school.
Another organizer, Megan McFarland, says she's looking for 600 volunteers. Last year, she had 400. She says anyone is welcome to help out, including young children.
My kids have been doing it for 6 years now, since they were 3 and 6 years old, and so all ages can come and do it. So it's a fun family thing, and it gives them a purpose, makes them feel good, helping other kids. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
If you want to sign up for the October 22nd packing event, check out the Food for Kids Northwoods Facebook page to find a link, or you can find it on our website, WJFW.com. David Bakhtiari is back on the field with the Packers. We'll hear from the big man about what's coming up next.
Plus, high school football is back here in the state of Wisconsin. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll tell you about one local player is already gathering some recognition in the state.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
In his Wisconsin, teens can buy AR-15s, but laws that stop domestic abusers from getting guns won't happen here. Our taxes could go up $500 million, and we help fund Milwaukee private schools while our public schools go broke. And fake election investigations?
Was the election rigged? Was the election stolen?
They go on forever. That's Tim Michael's radical divisive agenda, but we don't have to take it, because it's not his Wisconsin, it's yours.
Oh, wow. Packer Scratch games are back, and there's a chance to win 2 season tickets for 2 years?
Piggies in a blankie.
Thank you.
Wisconsin Lottery Packers scratch games are back with instant cash prizes and a bonus drawing for 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years. With prizes this exciting, everything feels like an opportunity for a big play. Available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
All right, go Pack go, man.
Is it time to update your driveway? Contact S&B Asphalt to blacktop your driveway. An update not only looks nice, but it saves on maintenance and adds value to your property. Seal coating and blacktopping residential driveways, commercial properties, and private roads. S&B is equipped for the job. With a strong reputation as an honest company with competitive pricing, you don't need to turn anywhere else. Call S&B Asphalt today for a free estimate.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
Coming up on your Tuesday morning, join us. We'll have nurse Christina Paris, our nurse from the north.
And perfect conditions for that. We have slight chances for storms coming up for you Tuesday. More when you tune in for your Tuesday edition of the show.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroing starts now.
It was so great to be back in the action last Friday. High school football finally back, and we saw a lot of great games, especially right here in Rhinelander. The Tomahawk Hatchets came into Mike Webster Stadium and upset the Hodags 27-13. The play of their quarterback, Tyler Jablonski, was a huge reason why. And now he's getting some recognition at the state level. Jablonski is a nominee for the Wisconsin Sports Network Week 1 Football Player of the Week. The senior quarterback opened the scoring with a 28-yard scoring scamper in the second quarter and then added another rushing touchdown in the third. He finished the day with 21 carries, 203 yards, and those 2 touchdowns, averaging 9.7 yards a carry. If you want to vote for him, you can do so at wissports.net. The big man at left tackle is finally taking some positive steps towards returning to the field. Packers' David Bakhtiari was taken off the physically unable to perform or PUP list yesterday, which means Bakhtiari will be slowly eased back into practice in Green Bay. Now, since the initial injury back in December of 2020, the All-Pro left tackle has undergone 3 surgeries on his knee. The most recent came this offseason. He's only played in 27 snaps since the injury, all of them in the 2021 regular season finale in Detroit. This shows some major improvement, though, for number 69, and now people are wondering when he will return to live game action. He's not worried about that, though, right now.
I'm happy with where I'm at. Felt good. I'm excited, and I'm going to see tomorrow how I feel, and I know that I'm just taking it. And I know it sounds so cliche. I'd love to give you guys a better idea, but I'm generally, I really mean this, Bob. I'm taking it day by day.
I like how he at least acknowledged the footballism, but hey, it does seem like he genuinely means it. And the return regardless is great for the team for multiple reasons. And now, according to their quarterback, this team on offense could be dangerous.
I stepped in the huddle the other day, and it was Big Giraffe at left and Elton over at right, and Big Dog was in there, and Sammy and Cobby and Allen and Jonesy, and I was like, this feels like a pretty good offense right here. So it'd be nice to have those guys back.
I'm sure Rodgers would like to have them back for the season opener against Minnesota, but I bet he'd prefer for them to return whenever they're 100% and ready. I guess we'll just have to take it day by day. Forbes today came out with their annual NFL team values list. The Packers were ranked as the 15th most valuable franchise in the league, so almost smack dab in the middle. Green Bay's estimated worth, $4.25 billion. Last year, the team was valued at $3.475 billion, so it was quite a jump they took. Of course, though, America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, was the highest valued. They had a value of $8.8 billion. They are the first NFL team to ever crack that threshold. Hey, the Brewers are out west taking on the Dodgers, which means very late starts to ball games. First pitch was at 9:10 in the second inning here. Dodgers with 2 runners on base. Gavin Lux hits that into left field, but Christian Yelich is going to throw him out at the plate. This game is still scoreless, but the Brewers are leading 1-0. I know what I'll be watching after the show.
Thanks, Griffin. A local wildlife center is running a little short on supplies and is asking for your help.
Plus, the local man passionate about firearms just opened a store. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll hear why people are already stopping by and how an ammo supply shortage has impacted him.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with four-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine. If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
We'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
With the right tools and a little hard work, you can do it yourself. And with the right kind of paint, you can finish the job faster. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains exceeds your expectations with products that can cover your walls in one coat. So instead of another coat of paint, you can finally get outside. One coat paint means time better spent. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, exclusively at Menards.
The Northwoods Wildlife Center is in need of donations, but not just money. They're in need of paper towels, disposable gloves, and soap to help the center run smoothly. The Wildlife Center facility is located in Minocqua off Highway 70 West. To see the Wildlife Center's full wish list, you can visit their website, northwoodswildlifecenter.org. Guns are a familiar sight in the Northwoods, and a new store is giving sportsmen and women a chance to dive deeper into their hobby.
Northwoods Firearms in Crandon offers a one-stop shop for all firearm needs. Newswatch 12's Hans Leck has the details.
We've had a lot of support. People have been very good. We've had people driving hundreds of miles.
Robert Connor was born and raised in Crandon, has been an enthusiastic hunter his whole life. Almost 2 months ago, he decided to follow his passion and open his very own specialty gun store.
I was having a hard time finding a place that would offer the service that I wanted out of a gun store, a true gun store. It was just time that someone had to do it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Connor says opening the store hasn't been easy, especially when it comes to finding ammunition.
The ammo behind me is a direct result of hard work and lots of phone calls and lots of meetings and lots of money spent.
He says that the community has really appreciated his hard work and expertise when it comes to knowledge of his products.
The most common purchase is handguns and bullets. People are concerned for their safety, I think, and looking to protect themselves, or at least have the chance to.
Keeping his neighbors safe is a high priority for Connor, and therefore he offers classes taught by certified instructors.
We do long range training, we do concealed carry, we do women's only concealed, we do multi class between husband, wife, kids, whatever, so we do a little bit of everything.
People looking to learn more can visit Northwoods Firearms in downtown Crandon Monday through Saturday.
We might not have the biggest store, but one thing we for sure will have is the best customer service out of anybody around here by far.
In Crandon, Hans Leck, Newswatch 12.
Everything here is American-made.
But it's tough competing with China.
And Ron Johnson's making it tougher. Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for outsourcing corporations.
But voted against tariffs and sanctions on China's unfair trade practices.
And when Johnson's big corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, he defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin. The biggest problem.
Senator Johnson, stop making it tougher on us.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer Supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Hurry to the final days of the summer Supercharged sales event for a great Flex Buy offer on Escape or Edge.
At Lakeside Living Design, we've always got something stylish in store for you. Whether you're looking for high-quality custom upholstery, decorative accessories and gifts, or are designing your space entirely from scratch, you'll have a friendly designer by your side, sharing their expertise, helping you bring your unique style to life. So stop by, explore our showroom, and together we'll make your space feel just like home.
Olson Solar Energy would like to thank everyone who has trusted us with their local solar installations. And to those of you still considering solar, give us a call to set up a free evaluation and get your project booked in 2022. Discover the benefits of a lower or no energy bill and take advantage of federal tax credits. The time is now. Go green, save green with Olson Solar Energy. Come see us at our grand opening celebration in Altoona on March 5th.
Are you suffering from plantar fasciitis or heel pain? The Family Foot and Ankle Clinic staff can treat your issues conservatively or with state-of-the-art surgical techniques. We are highly trained in the latest treatments and procedures to get you back on your feet as quickly as possible. Most surgical intervention is done on an outpatient basis. So don't wait. See how Family Foot and Ankle Clinic can help make your life enjoyable again. Call our office today to schedule your visit at any of our convenient locations.
All right, gang, got a local winner for the Mullet Championships. This is Caden Kershaw. He's at a Wausau High School, and he dominated the competition, and you can't blame him. I mean, Jeff, look at that thing. It's beautiful.
That's a great mullet.
That's a winner right there. What do you think, Griffin?
It's a great head of hair. I never cut it. He never should.
All right, let's check on the weather real quick. 7-day forecast. A couple of thunder showers around tomorrow. Back up in the 80s. A better chance for rain gets in your Wednesday night into Thursday before a pretty nice weekend is on our way.
And I think Griffin could be in the running for next year's mullet competition.
Yeah, he's working on it now.
I think he's got some good curls. They're just too short.
Fine, try my best.
All right, we'll try really hard after this newscast, and maybe you'll
That's
see it
all the
tomorrow.
time we have. Have a great night.
At Schrader's, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader's in Anago.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Alumacraft Boats in American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old one. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speed boats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new Alumacraft boat today. Come check out our huge selection. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Alumacraft Boats in American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
Tired of Washington politicians not working for you? We've got a solution. With 3 easy payments of $1 million, Ron Johnson will work for you. Just ask these billionaires. They donated a fortune to Johnson, and he delivered a $215 million tax break for them. That's right, $215 million. Johnson even threw in a tax break for himself. Don't miss this opportunity. Call now. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah.
With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting them?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars. And we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the Northwoods. Big